What if someone took a creature collecting genre you grew up with and just refused to play it safe? No cheerful professor, no safe little town sending you off with a wave. Monster Crown Sin Eater drops you into the Crown Nation as Azur, a farm kid whose family gets put in danger and whose journey to fix that spirals into something way bigger than he bargained for. This is a monster taming game with actual stakes on the line, and it's one of the most interesting things in the indie space right now. At its core, Sin Eater is a turn-based JRPG where you build a team of monsters, but the system underneath goes a lot deeper than they first appear. Monsters don't evolve through leveling up, instead certain items trigger their transformations. You throw an atomic clock on a Drake coil and see what happens. Beyond that, once you hit the mid-game town of Appleton, you unlock the breeding and fusion options. Breeding takes real-world time to hatch eggs. Fusion permanently combines two monsters, no takebacks, into something new. Some pairs even produce absolute fusions, completely unique species that can't be attained any other way. With over 1,000 handcrafted monster sprites and hundreds of color variations, the team at Studio Aurum clearly wasn't cutting corners on the collection side. The battle system earns its complexity. There's a 5-type rock, paper, scissors chain: brute, relentless, will, unstable, and miraculous, plus a rare crown type found mainly on bosses. But the real updated mechanic is the synergy bar. You fill it up in battle and you can crown your moves, powering them up or giving them new entirely effects. Hit 100% and something special unlocks on the menu entirely. Bosses use this system too, so you're not just managing your own offenses, you are actively trying to deny them the chance to crown their own moves. The back and forth is generally tense. The guide also pushes you toward 2 move combos and trait synergies, which means there's a real tactics ceiling for players who want to dig in. The world itself is beautiful, entirely handcrafted environments from a dedicated artist with music direction that sets the mood far removed from your typical cheerful monster type of game. Monsters roam the world with personality, some flee, some chase, some stalk you from the shadows. The story features branching dialogue with real consequences, multiple endings, a cast of characters with genuinely distinct names drawn from world mythology. This isn't a game borrowing surface level aesthetics. It's building its own identity, and it shows because the Kickstarter nearly doubled its original 43,000 goal, now pulling at 77,222. So the community clearly felt the same way of making this game come out and become amazing. A few things worth knowing before going in. The difficulty range is wide. Give me a story or give me a challenge are the recommended entry points. The highest difficulty is Give Me Monster Crown. It is explicitly designed for veteran players who want to play optimally at all times. The steep top end might not be for everyone. There's also the real death system. If the main character hits 0, it's game over. You reload. That's intentional and it works for the tone, but casual players should lean on save habit early. The good news is the in-game notebook and the tamer note system is a genuine lifeline, so if you forget how anything works, there is a lot to keep track of. So now here we are at the point of the entire review of where does this game fall on the IndieVoice scale. Monster Crown is exactly the kind of game this channel exists to highlight. It's not the loudest release of this year, it didn't have a massive market push, but it was built by people who clearly cared and who crafted over 1,000 monster designs by hand and built a breeding system with real depth. For anyone who grew up with creature collectors, monster taming games in general, quietly wish they grew up too, this one's worth your time. I'm giving this game a hidden gem rating. There is a free demo available if you want to try it out now, and I'll see you in the Crown Nation.